Hello, everyone. My name is Professor Maloney, and I'm very, very pleased to be your professor for the CGS1060 class. For this particular class, I happen to be teaching 3 of these classes, though, this term, the spring term of 2022. So I'm going to be making a lot of video recordings. I mean, in this class, you're going to have a minimum of 10 recordings that you'll have to watch during the course of the term, and some of them you should watch over and over again to familiarize yourself better with what I talked about in the video. So let me just start with a few general terms to get where we're going. So first of all of my classes are being taught via MDC Live. That's the new modality that Miami-Dade College introduced at the start of the pandemic, going back to the spring 2020 term. Okay, so what is MDC Live? Well, let's answer that, but talk about all the options first of all, just to help you maybe understand all the modalities that we teach. So first of all, there's a MDC Online. MDC Online is an asynchronous platform or modality. And what it means is basically you're taking your class online 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. There are no lectures. There are no required class sessions. You're basically doing everything on your own within the prescribed schedule for that particular class. So that's MDC Online. Then there's face-to-face. So typical face-to-face class. So you go to Miami-Dade College Homestead Campus Mondays and Wednesdays from 7 a.m. to 8:40 a.m. Or perhaps you go Tuesdays, Thursdays from 12:30 p.m. to 2:10 p.m., whatever. But you must be in class face-to-face. Okay. Then there's a MDC blended modality. Blended is where the professor will be requiring you to be in class approximately 25% of the class sessions. So basically, if it's a 16-week term, you're going to be face-to-face with the professor about 4 weeks out of those 16. So that's blended. And then the rest of the weeks, so the other 12 weeks or so, you're doing everything online. Now, then there's MDC Live. That's MDC Live. What it means is it's a synchronous version of MDC Online. Okay, and that's what all my classes are. Every class Professor Maloney teaches is MDC Live. So what is MDC Live? That was the original question about 45 seconds ago. MDC Live requires you to be on the internet in Blackboard in this class at the times scheduled based upon your student schedule. So if you are in this class, then you know the class times and you know the class days. You must be there. It's sort of face-to-face in that you can see me only typically for 5 or 10 minutes off each video that I do or each class session that I conduct. And then I'll be demonstrating things or I'll be talking about things. So I'll be showing what I'm talking about. But MDC Live is synchronous, just like going to face-to-face classes. Okay. So I'll just say the times of my classes so far for the spring term. So I have a Monday, Wednesday, 8:50 a.m. until 10:30 a.m. Face-to-face would mean you'd go to the classroom, but in this case, it is MDC Live, so you still must come to look at me and to look at what I'm showing, to look at what I'm doing from 8:50 a.m. until 10:30 a.m. each Monday and each Wednesday other than the school holidays, okay? All right. I also have a Monday, Wednesday night class. It's shoot, I forget the time on that one. Let me click on my calendar here real quick, or my picture of it. It is 6 p.m. until 7:40 p.m. Okay, so I have a Monday, Wednesday evening class, 6 p.m. to 7:40 p.m. Again, it's MDC Live. So you must be on your computer watching me, watching what I'm doing and by the way, I reserve the right to drop any student or every student, depending on how many there are, that miss 3 class sessions. Okay, so let me repeat that because it is important. I am a stickler for certain things. You can go check my reviews at Rate My Professors. Some people love me. Some people actually think I'm a great professor, but there are some students that absolutely hate me. They think I'm too much of a stickler for this, that, or the other. You do have to come to class. Again, it's MDC Live, but it's synchronous, meaning you must be on your computer during class time. Okay. Now, if you go to the Homestead Campus, you can go to the library, you can get on one of those computers, and you can click on it whichever class day and whichever class time you have. And for the first 1 hour and 10 minutes of that class, out of the 1 hour and 40 minutes, the first 1 hour and 10 minutes, you're required to be there. Okay. The second part of that class, which is the last 30 minutes, is what I call optional live office hour sessions. So in that case, if you have a question about the material, if you have a question about maybe your grade, if you have a question because you missed an assignment and you want to make it up, you can talk to me in those live office hour sessions, okay? But that's enough on the generalities, okay? So Monday, Wednesday, I have 8:50 a.m. until 10:30 a.m. I also have 6 p.m. until 7:40 p.m. And my third class for MDC Homestead this term is on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 12:30 p.m. until 2:10 p.m. Okay. Let me again say, you must attend each of my live class sessions. You'll notice in the syllabus it has the big word required. And if you miss 3 of them, I reserve the right to drop you. And if you miss those in the first month or so of class, I promise you I will drop you. Do not play games with me. Okay. Go to Rate My Professors. Again, like I said, some people love me, but some people hate me. And I'm not trying to get people to hate me, that's for sure. I would much prefer everyone love me. I think I do a great job. I honestly think I'm a very fair professor, but there's certain things I do not do, okay? If you ask me, do I have extra credit? I'll tell you unequivocally, no, unless it's something real special that the school is asking us to have students attend something perhaps. And for that, maybe I would let you say, okay, if you attend this session and you're on the attendance report that they will send me after it's over, then I will give you credit for 1 assignment. Nothing big though. But anyway, you must be in class. And if you're not, you risk being dropped, and you will be dropped for sure after 3 if those 3 are in the first month or so of class. You may be dropped if it's 3 at any time in class, and if you're in the C, D, or F range, you will be dropped, okay? You will be dropped, so make note of that, all right? Okay, so I mentioned that this is MDC Live, but again, I try to make it where I'm there in person. I'm showing you my face, so to speak. I don't do it for the whole darn thing. I know it would be a horrible thing to have to look at for too long. But anyway, so speaking of which, I'm going to take my picture away now. So I shall mute me, not mute me, but take that away. And now I'm going to share my screen, okay? And once I share my screen, what I'm going to do then is talk about what I want to do for this class overview. This particular session, this video is only going to be approximately 30 to 40 minutes. It's hard to say for sure. I have a tendency to repeat myself a lot, and therefore sometimes I drag these videos out more than I really need to or really should. But the good thing is, again, as I said, and I say that a lot too, and I apologize because I say it over and over again, but please, if you need to watch any of the videos, just click on the course videos link. Let me do your view first. Student preview. It may not be available yet because I'm doing this a couple days before class begins. Yeah, it is available. So this is what you will see on your navigation menu in my class in Blackboard. Okay, again, the class number I'm not going to try to show too much because it may not be the one you're in. There are 3 classes, and this is one of those 3 for CGS1060, that is. I'm also teaching advanced desktop applications, but that's being done via MDC Live for the North Campus, and I'm also teaching a class for MDC online. Okay, so these are some of the important links, okay? And I'll kind of start up here on the home page. I don't generally have much in the home page. basically, I might post an announcement about every month or so saying that, hey, a certain part of the class is now over with, and you need to make sure you're ready for the next portion of the class, okay? I won't do much in here though, and I won't have any of these things here. I do not use a Blackboard calendar. I use a calendar in Cengage MindTap at the platform that I use for this class. And by the way, 98% of your class grade comes from MDC, comes from the Cengage MindTap class, which I've created for this class. And what that basically means is there's a platform that you go where you must, you get credit for doing all of your work that has to be done except for your bio post. Okay, the bio post, I'll show you where it goes in a little while as well. But first, I want to just emphasize again what's going on and how important the videos can be. Because now if I talk to you about what's going to happen, then you don't need to remember, but you might then click, like let's say the library link. If you click the MDC library link, you're going to be seeing something pop up over here. And you might be looking for something. Well, one thing I'm going to tell you over and over again, and I don't like to do it over and over again, but on the right side of my screen right here where I'm sort of hovering over, it says Office 365 Student Advantage, okay? Everyone needs to have Office 365, and for this term, that means you're really getting Office 2019. That's the version that will download to your computer if you download it. But Office 365 is like the online version. So for those of you that are big on Google Docs as an example, Office 365 would be similar to that, where you're working on the MDC, the Office Online site, okay? So that's just like doing anything on Google Docs. The good thing and the important thing to remember here is, and let me just click the link actually. So if I click this link, you're going to see here Office 365, get work done anytime, anywhere. So you can read here, but this is available at no cost to every student, okay? And whether you have a Mac or a Windows computer or anything, even Google, okay? Anything you want to use, you can use in this class, and Office 365 will work for it. But there's always a but, right? There are certain things you must do on your own computer. Everything else, if you want to, you can do it from the Cengage MindTap platform, which I'm going to show also today, and I'm going to then create another special video just specifically to introduce you to that. But you know, we'll get to that, okay? So you need to download Office 365. So then it tells you how it works. Getting started. You have a link, see, myoffice.mdc.edu. Then you're going to use your MDC student email address, okay? And then you're going to do whatever, and it tells you what you're going to be doing. And like I said, you'll be using the MDC, I keep saying MDC, I apologize, the Microsoft Office online portion, which is done through their OneDrive platform. So OneDrive is a link that will be created on your computer if you download this this software to your computer. And you must download it to your computer, because the version you get at Office 365, meaning when you're doing it online, doesn't have all the features that you get if you download it as Office 2019. And you don't need to stipulate that. You just do over here, you just follow the download instructions once you click into myoffice.mdc.edu. But they show you what you get on a PC, meaning a Windows computer. You're of course going to get more. But for a Mac, you get Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Outlook. In this class, you're going to be using Word, Excel, and PowerPoint, okay? But you're also going to be using Access. And you see over here on the PC version, Access, which is a database application, is included, okay? But because of that, I do not require any students, any class in other words, to do Access projects. You do have to do Word projects, Excel projects, and PowerPoint projects, because they're enabled for PCs and also for the Mac, all right? You can also use your phone, whether it's iPhone or Android. You know, I'm an older person. I do not recommend doing that, especially when you're taking tests or building something that you're having to do as a project. but you can access it just like a lot of you probably access Blackboard via your phones. You can do the same thing here if you're wanting to do your Office 365 Pro Plus work as well. All right. Okay, so anyway, you can read the rest of that. Okay, and that comes from the library tab. All right, so now back over here. So that's library. If you need tutoring help, okay, for this class, so you click that link. And some of you, by the way, are not going to be Homestead students because it's MDC Live, and I'm a fairly popular professor, believe it or not. And so there will be students here from pretty well every campus. But I'm just going to be always clicking Homestead when I'm talking about demonstrating or talking about something. So if you're at a different campus, you would click it. But if you need help with CGS1060, okay, you just click right here for what you're doing. So MDC Tutoring Home, I'll click on the Homestead link. And again, you would click on whichever one you have. And then it tells you what the areas of tutoring are available for you. So in this class, it's CGS, and this CGS means CGS1060. The advanced version of this class that I'm teaching for MDC Live, but for the North Campus, is CGS2108, but that's not the same as this. So you click Homestead, and then if you click this link here for tutoring, it's going to bring you up to where you can just put in your name, and it says join session, but basically the join session means you're going to request a session. It's not like a live session. You're going to request them to set you up with a live session though, or you can go into the library, which is where the tutoring is done at, again, I'll just say your local campus, and you're welcome to do that. All right. So that's what you would do. So that would be MDC Library for the first one I did, where I talked about downloading Office 365. And then the next one was MDC Tutoring. Smart Thinking Online Tutoring, I don't do anything with, so I'm not going to talk about that. Syllabus and schedule of activities, very, very, very important. So I'll kind of scroll down it, all right? So first of all, you'll notice that I have a link, okay? And this link is if you want to download this software, if you want to download this file, right? And you'll notice that there's a lot of stuff in the file. An important part of it is the grading. And let's look at the grading for a moment. You see the bio post is worth 2% of your final grade. And then everything else is Cengage. Cengage training, Cengage quizzes, Cengage projects. And the exams don't say Cengage, but they're at the Cengage site. So 50 and 28 is 78. 78 and 5 is 83. 83 and 15 is 98. 98% of your class grade comes from Cengage. Okay? So I'm going to show you where this is very soon. But anyway, that's where you go to get a breakdown on your grades. It's right here in my syllabus. Just scroll down, okay? If you scroll to the very end of this long document, you're going to see a tentative schedule of activities, okay? So here, tentative schedule of activities. Now, I make this before class even starts. So it's possible 1 or 2 or 3 things will change. But bottom line is, this is going to be pretty darn close, okay? So you just see here, I've got the class sort of scheduled in units. So Unit 1, Unit 2, Unit 3, and Unit 4, all right? So starting at the end, Unit 4 are 2 components of the class. It's Microsoft Access and Microsoft PowerPoint. So that means there's 2 exams, because there's an Access exam and there's a PowerPoint exam. This middle column here, this is where all the your exams are going to be listed. So like required to be done during required live class hours is the PowerPoint exam over here. So I even tell you the date. It's Tuesday, April the 26th. And this in this particular class, you can see now it's a Tuesday. So that's a Tuesday, Thursday class. So if you're Monday, Wednesday, it will be Monday. Mine are always the first day of finals week. So Monday for Monday, Wednesday classes, Tuesday for Tuesday, Thursday classes. This particular class that I'm in right now, you can see it's the 12:30 to 2:10 p.m. So it's my Tuesday, Thursday class. All right. Okay. This one is the Access exam. Again, it tells you the dates. This one appears the Excel exam. It again tells you the dates. You know it's Excel because that's over here, and the same with Access is over here. Okay. But the time, Thursday, March 17. The Word exam, week 7, right here. Okay. So that's 4 exams: Word, Excel, Access, and PowerPoint. And the first exam is in week 4, day 2, whatever. Well, really day 1, because technically this term starts on a Wednesday. So the first day of each week is Thursday in this case, but don't worry about it. Just know the dates. So Thursday, January 27th is the first exam if you're Tuesday, Thursday. Wednesday, January 26th is the first exam if you're a Monday, Wednesday. All right. Okay. So all that stuff is very, very important. But now let me go up to the very top part of this to just, I'm not going to read it all again. There's tons of pages, but just look right here. So I'm Professor Maloney. This particular class is this time. But look what I say here, okay? So the class in this case is this Tuesday, Thursday class. If it was Monday, Wednesday, it would say MW 8:50 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., or it would say MW 6 p.m. to 7:40 p.m., whatever. But this is the modality. This is very important. Again, you need to understand what it is. It's the MDC Live modality, which means it's online, but synchronous. And synchronous means it's online, yes, but synchronous meaning I have to be there. And here is what you've committed to by being in my class. If you do not want to be in this class, it's best to drop it the first week, okay? So 2 required live class sessions each week. In this case, again, it's Tuesday and Thursday. In the Monday, Wednesday classes, it would be Monday and Wednesday. And I say starting on Thursday the 6th, again, that's because it's Tuesday, Thursday, and there was no Tuesday class for week 1. So Thursday is the first day. For Monday, Wednesday, it'll stay starting on Wednesday, January 5th. Okay, so, but you say here 12:30 to 1:40, all right? That's only an hour and 10 minutes, but you say class goes till 2:10. Yeah, the other part of the class for 30 minutes, 30 minutes is your optional office hour session. So even though it says office hours session, it's 30 minutes from 12, actually it's 12:40. See, I made a mistake. 12:40 to 2:10. So it's 30 minutes for the office hour, and the other part goes from 12, yeah, see here it says 12:30 to 1:40, okay? But here I put 12:30 to, where am I? 12:30 to, oh wait, I fixed it, yeah, to 1:40, so it is correct. Okay, and 1:40 to 2:10, this is the optional office hour session. Okay, so optional means you don't have to be there, but you have to be in class from 12:30 to 2:10 each day. Now, when there are exams, they're done the same time frames, but the exams may potentially give you an extra 10 minutes or so, so they may go to like 1:50, and sometimes I give you an extra 10 minutes to get to class, but there will be an end time, and it'll be no later than 2 or 2:10 p.m., but it's also based on either 70 minutes or 80 minutes. Again, you'll get familiar with this stuff as class gets going, but read all this, okay? Read all of this, all right? Very important. All right, so that is the syllabus. Students start here. Students start here. You must, and you see this thing here, says students click here to do your MindTap assignments every day. And you need to get your MindTap access code. That's like you going to the bookstore to buy a book. But in this case, you go to the bookstore and you buy an access code, because all the assignments are done on the MindTap site, except for projects. But the projects are still, you still retrieve the required starting files from the MindTap site. So you have to be going to MindTap every day of the week. At least 3-4 days a week anyway, because there's going to be a lot of work done. All right. And you see it says in the next line, you must click the above link following my instructions in class on Thursday the 6th or Tuesday the 11th. For Monday, Wednesday, it'll say Wednesday the 5th or Monday the 10th. Okay. So again, based on your class, look at your syllabus. All right. But I'm going to click this link to show you what happens. Now, in my case, I'm the professor. It's already set up. When you guys click this, it won't come here, but this is where it will come once you register. It'll come straight over to Cengage MindTap to the class that I've already got set up. May take a minute to get there though. Whew, that was a long trip. Oh, wait. They may be having an issue since class has not technically started. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm coming over here and it says your instructor has selected the following materials for your course. Good, so it's got right here, okay? And it says payment required. So it's telling us this class, again, this was the Tuesday, Thursday one, accept cookies on the site. Then here, for you guys, you're going to either click continue, okay? If you have your access code, that would be because you already bought it, but you get it from the bookstore. You don't get it from Cengage. Okay, so you're going to go to the bookstore. This is the book you're going to buy. You don't need to take a picture of it. You just need to tell them that you're in Spring 2022's version of CGS1060C. You can tell them your reference number if you need to, but you probably don't need to, because every one of my classes is the same book. And here's the book, people. But anyway, if you do not get this by the first week of class, you need to drop the class. Okay. They will give you a 7-day free trial if you've never had the class before. But if you have had the class before, then you have to buy the access code again, unless you had it last term, meaning the fall term, and you didn't pass the class. Then they'll give you 4 extra months as part of what you paid for in the fall term. Okay. But anyway, so if you don't buy this on the first 2 days of class, then you're going to click this continue, and they're going to give you then a 7-day trial unless you are taking the class for a second time. Okay, so I'm going to get out of that now and go back over here. Okay, so that is where every day that once you register, you're then, when you click this link, then it'll come straight over to the class. Oh, I'm in my student preview. That's why I did that. So let me get out of my preview now and go back to start here. Now, this is what will happen once you're registered. This is my view now. Same link, but for me coming in now as the professor, it'll just bring me straight over to the Cengage site. Okay. And here's everything set up. Again, that's for this class, but so you have all these things, but every assignment is already there. The first thing you're going to be doing are some things in computer concepts. There's going to be 5 quizzes in computer concepts. Again, you got to look at the syllabus. You got to come to class and listen to me. But basically in module 1, there's quite a bit of stuff you can read and click on. And some of them are videos. Some of them are just critical thinking skills. Some of them are, it's just information. Okay. But at the end of each module, there's then a quiz. Okay. And the quiz you see here for this class, it's a Tuesday, Thursday class. It unlocks on January the 6th, well before class begins, okay? And it tells you the due date is January 24th. So if this was a Monday, Wednesday class, it would unlock on January the 5th, and it would be due January the 23rd, okay? So you have to do this. And note, you can take these quizzes 2 times, and the highest score counts, okay? All right, so there's 5 of those, one for module 1, another one for module 2. Again, you're responsible for this review. I won't be going over all this in class, but you need to be reviewing things, reading things, like this is your homework, right, to get ready for the quiz. And again, you get to take that quiz twice. They're all due the same date. So either January 23rd if you're Monday, Wednesday class, or January 24th if you're Tuesday, Thursday. Module 3, same thing. You'll see down here the quiz, and again, it's based on these activities, okay? Same dates, same available date, meaning unlock, and same due date, okay? And then module 4, same way. Here's the quiz. Anything that says in the news, you can read it, but it's not anything that you're tested on. And then module 5 is the last one that you must do. Module 12, 13, and 14, they're optional, but it's not extra credit optional. It just means if you click on these things and read them, that's great. Click on these things and do it and read them, that's great. But there's no quizzes on those, all right? So then I'll collapse all again. So in this part here, Technology for Success Computer Concepts, you have you have exactly 5 quizzes, okay? And they're all due either January 23rd or January 24th based upon your syllabus for which class you're in. Monday, Wednesday classes, they're due on the 23rd. Tuesday, Thursday classes, they're due on the 24th, okay? All right. After that, you go to operating systems, okay? And there's Windows 10 training. Tells you when it unlocks. January 20th. It's due 6 days later. And there's an exam on this one. Exams are, by the way, 10% of your each. Exams make up 50% of your class grade, 50%. Each exam is 10% of your class grade. So they are by far the biggest portion of your class grade. Remember when I looked on the syllabus and I showed you the important part? I said your bio post is 2% of your class grade. You must also reply to one of your classmates, by the way. And you must attach a picture, by the way. You must let me see you to get, you know, up to your 2 points and then put whatever I put in it. And I'm going to click that link over here in Blackboard as well. But anyway, so Windows 10 is the first one where you have an exam. That's the exam that said week 4. Okay, so that's that one. Collapse all again. After Windows 10, then we have Word. Now for Word, you're on it a long time. You see it unlocks February 17. Oh, sorry, that's the exam. Everything that's required, by the way, are these orange bubbles. Orange bubbles are required. So it unlocks on January 27th. That's the same day as your Windows 10 exam. Okay. The way I normally do things is whenever your exam is, that very day is when the next assignments become available. Okay. So you have from January 27th to February 16th to do these. That's if you're Tuesday, Thursday. If you're Monday, Wednesday, you have from January 26th to February 15th. Okay, so you get several weeks to do Word. But what do you have to do? You have to do 4 modules of training and 3 modules of projects. And these are long, lengthy, and you know they can be time consuming. Okay, but the orange bubbles are the ones you must do. Practice exams, I highly suggest that you do these because the practice exams in my classes come from the real exams and from the real trainings, and that they also appear on the exam. So it's important to do those, but they're ungraded. Module 3, you also have training and a project. Module 4, you have training but no project. So for each module, starting with Word, there's 4 trainings that are required and 3 projects that are required. Okay, and then the Word exam again tells you the 17th. That means you know that Excel, which comes next, is going to become available on the 17th. Unlocks on February 17. It's due March 16. So for that one, you get even longer. You get a full 4 weeks, 4 full weeks to do Excel. But it's the same thing. Module 1, training and project. Module 2, training and project. They all have the same dates. Okay. Module 3, training and project. But Excel is harder than Word, so I give you a little bit more time. And then the exam on March 17. After that, we go to Access. So the exam for Excel, the 17th or the 16th, again, depending on your class. And that means that training for Access starts on the same day. The 17th or the 16th is for Monday, Wednesday classes. All right. But Access is the one Microsoft Office topic where you do not have to do projects. And this is because when I did that little overview part of what you get at the library, where I said you download Office 365, then if you have a Mac though, you can't get Access. So because of that, I don't want to handicap people that have a Mac and say, well, it's your problem. It's not your problem. You can't get it. It's just that Apple and Microsoft could not come to an agreement for Apple to pay Microsoft a penny or 2 per user or whatever they would want to charge to use the Access database. So because of that, they don't get it. So because of that, I don't make you do projects. You might say, well, what about the training? How's it required? Well, training is done on the Cengage MindTap site. Okay. And anything that's done on a site means it's done in what we call a virtual machine. So even if you're using a Mac, even if you're using an Android, even if you're using a Linux box, if you're using a Windows machine, it doesn't matter. You're still all doing it. Everybody's doing it from the Cengage site. And the Cengage site is then just loaded with this software so you can do things, okay? And then after Access, we have PowerPoint. They have it a little bit out of order. PowerPoint's listed up here, but it's the last thing. Same thing, all right? So a lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. Okay, I don't want to keep this going for too long though. So Student Start here is where you go to buy it, okay? You're going to click this link. And remember when I did the student preview, it shows you what your screen will look like. All right, you have to follow those instructions. Purchase MindTap access code. I don't know why I have this one here as well. I don't need it here, so I'll probably have that one deleted before class starts. Required live classes. Now you're in the required live class, so let me show you where they are. Okay, so there's going to be required live class sessions, session days and times for every class. But remember, your class will be based on your schedule's class day and time. Okay. I happen to be in the Tuesday, Thursday one right now. If I was in the Monday, Wednesday one, it would say recurring 1-5-22, and then whatever times, you know, to the end time, but meaning an hour and 40 minutes basically is what it comes out to. For the live class session though, you end up getting 1 hour, 10 minutes, and then 30 minutes for the optional office hour session. So you add 110 and 30 together, it's an hour and 40 minutes, okay? But if you want to see all the next ones, see the required live class, look at them all. 2 days every week, 2 days every week, okay? 2 days every week. The last required session is 4/26 because that's the last day of class for Tuesday, Thursday final exams, which are Tuesday the 26th. Again, if this was the Monday, Wednesday class, your last one would be 4/25. Okay, and then the office hours, as I already said now, see they only go for 30 minutes. Okay, and they have the same days though, but they all have that word optional where the others have the word required. Okay, so that's where you go for all of these required sessions. Okay. Okay, then course videos created by Professor Maloney. So all these are from my last term. I may use some of these again, but look at some of the lengths of some of these, okay? So 33 minutes, that's nice. 30 minutes, that's nice. 35, that's nice. 55, 23, that's nice. An hour and 28 minutes, 48 minutes, 47 minutes, 28 minutes. So, you know, they're mostly in the 30 to 40 minute range. So they're not too long, but in any event, okay? So that was that. And then discussion forums. This one here is where you go for your bio post. Now here are the instructions, okay? Again, this is the Tuesday, Thursday class is due January 12th. Monday, Wednesday class, yours will say due January the 11th. You need to read the instructions. It says, post your required 2-paragraph bio, 4 to 6 sentences in each paragraph, due whichever day. Include your name, your major, what you like to do, what you see yourself doing in 5 years, maybe where you see yourself living in 5 years, and anything else needed to make sure that your post is 2 full paragraphs, 8 to 12 total sentences, you know, long. You must also attach your picture, which is required, and after you submit your bio, you must also respond to at least one other student's bio post and ask him or her a question, okay? And then finally, you must include everything as stated above to earn the full points. If you click on it right now, we'll see my link. John Maloney, professor here. So here's mine, okay? Remember, you must include a picture. So everything I ask you guys to do, I did on mine, all right? So here's mine. I gave it a little bit more than a couple paragraphs. So I wanted to show you guys graduation pictures. So this is our son, Jared. He graduated in December of 2020. And this is our son, Caleb. He graduated in December 2021. So Caleb just graduated a couple of weeks ago. Jared graduated a year and a couple of weeks ago, okay? And this is my lovely wife, Eva, and this is me, okay? So that's that. You must do that. And you do that, you click the create a thread, which would be in your section. And you post, you got to make your post before you can see the other students' posts, okay? All right, and then down here is just other things if you need help when you're on MindTap and it's something you did wrong. You see, I've got a 1-800 number listed in here for them, and they're open, I think it's 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. every Monday through Friday, all right? So that should be enough of this for now. I hope you guys have a great day. And I'll be talking about this and showing this video in class. So hello again. All right. So now I'm going to go up here and stop the recording.